we're headed now, the middle of July, we'll be headed to the state tournament to represent and advertise the city of Wetumpka. We know they're going to go up there and clean up and come back home champs, but in order to do so, we need a little bit of funds to help them. Their coach, Dale Wilson, is here, and they're going to speak to us about all the fundraising efforts that they've done, what they've been able to raise, and how we can maybe help fill up the shallow end.
Y'all, my name's Dale Wilson. Mayor, Council, appreciate the opportunity to speak in front of you. As a citizen of Elmore County lifetime, living outside the city limits of Wetumpka, had the opportunity last year to bring my son down to Wetumpka's Babe Ruth League. Wanted to say thank y'all for the excellent opportunity y'all give all these kids to play. It's truly first class to be associated with each one of them and to utilize the facilities that y'all have really enjoyed it. The kids last year, 13-year-old, we took them to, well, they qualified last year to go to the state tournament. Motel rooms, I wrote the check myself, it was $5,450 for a 4-night stay. The way those tournaments are set up, it's a round robin type tournament, and again, we stayed 4 days, 12 rooms times about $90. That's where we got those funds from. This year we started a fundraiser Saturday, did a Boston butt sale, sold 200 at $25 a piece, $5,000 revenue. Expenses out of it, negotiated a deal with a friend of mine. The butts cost $2,500. He donated $500 off of that to us, so we got those for $2,000. Saved us, well, profit off of it was around $3,000. Did a fundraiser in accordance with that. The parents got together. If you rode up 231 this past weekend over there at Storage Bin, they covered a lot of territory with yard sale. Ellen, what, about $1,260 profit off of that. That leaves us at $4,200. Again, I'm only speaking for the 14-year-old team through the program itself. And again, this goes back to the program that y'all provided to us. 13-year-olds were runners-up in theirs. They're going to state. The 14-year-olds, we were the district champs. We're going. The 15-year-olds, runner-up in their district, they're going. And the 16 through 18-year-olds have already went. From their coach, I personally know he basically took care of the cost of that himself, and he would like in on this. Richard McLeod took them down. They finished third in the state with their team. Again, y'all are providing us a great program, and we're asking for help in that. Again, I gave you the numbers for the 14-year-old, but as a citizen of Wetumpka and one of my parents, he'd like to speak to y'all also. Joe Bratt.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and City Council. I just want to reiterate what was said. I've been around this group for the last 2 years. I know we took them to Mobile last year and going back down this year, and they're a group of kids that you want to be around, and I think they'll represent this city well. Like Dale said, they've done a lot of work, and we appreciate any kind of help you could give us, towards our trip. And also, for the other teams as well, and the teams that have already played.
Michael, would you like to speak for the league? President of the league?
Here from the league?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Michael's the president.
Michael Maddox, I'm the commissioner for the Wetumpka Youth League. And he is correct. We've got our 13, our 14, our 15, our 16 and 18-year-olds are going or have gone. Our 9 and 10s are playing right now. And our 11 and 12-year-old leagues are playing right now as well. So tremendous opportunity for the city of Wetumpka because we've got so many outstanding young men and representing this city all over the state. And that's what this league has been working towards, is building the league back up to where it needs to be. And I think we're doing a fantastic job on that. You know, what they're asking, that's up to the city to approve any funding that they want to, the city wants to give them. So that's, and I'll take any questions, or Dale, take any questions.
Mayor, I have a question, Mr. Manager. Does the league make any appropriations or allocations towards any teams that happen to make it to a state tournament at an all-star level? Are there any allocations that can be made from you all's end? Is that?
The league allocates to pay the tournament entry fee, which, for instance, the 16 and 18-year-old was $650
Per team?
Per team. Also, equipment. If there's necessities for equipment, catching gear, mitts, what have you, we provide that as well, as the league.
How about uniform?
Uniform provides, or is provided by the league. I have to say, some mighty fine looking uniforms this year too.
If you had to give us an estimate, certainly we've got figures from 14-year-old age group. Seems like there's a greater need there than I realized to stretch across the entire league. If you had to estimate those expenses for what the need is, could you give us a round number or figure that would get close to what you might need?
5,400 was the hotel rooms for 4 nights for that age group. You paid out of pocket how much?
Out of my first about $2,000.
$2,000 for hotel rooms. You could take, I think, an average round number would probably be $35,000 to $4,000. It depends on, number one, how long the tournament's going to last, how many teams are going to be there, whether or not they get knocked out first, if it's a double elimination or if it's not. These kids could go and stay 1 night, or they could go and stay for 4 nights. They stayed 5 nights, okay, down in Andalusia. So round ballpark figure, I would say 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 9 and 10, 7 and 8. How many is that? 7? $28,000, almost $25,000.
Mayor, I have 2 questions. I'm sorry. I have 2 questions. It looks like the status of our baseball teams are going up, and we're sending them from the smallest kids just about to the oldest kids that can play. That's this year. What happens next year? Can we do this legally? But it looks like our kids are going to be playing these state tournaments. This is something that we're going to have to think about.
Legally, any money we expend as a city can go to the league, and the league can disperse it however they see fit. That's the legal avenue in which the city can expend those funds.
I want to say one quick thing where you just talked about next year. We were fortunate enough to host the ASA state tournament here in the city of Wetumpka just 2 weekends ago, where we had 76 girls softball teams come in and play baseball or softball, and it went from Friday to Sunday night. There was no expense for those girls having to travel anywhere in the state to go and play. Next year, that's going to be a different story. The tournament's going to be down in Robertsdale, which is going to be down near Foley, that area down there. So you're going to have 7 more teams, age groups, going down there.
Councilman Jones, Councilman Hannah is correct. As long as there is a contract with a nonprofit such as the league to provide services to the city, then the council can appropriate funds for that, and I believe they have made that appropriation in the past, so that money would be available for them to distribute. But it has to go through the league.
I don't think, now, we contribute $30,000 a year to the league.
To the league is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but as far as, I talked to Mr. Barrett this afternoon about it, and he said as long as he has been affiliated with this, the league has given them some assistance, like $100 per child or something like this. But as far as the city has not given any money back.